viewers, welcome to another special edition of our program, the NigerDelta ChatRoom Show, where we talk peace and development in the Niger Delta. I'm Mitchell Beminatams Okombre. Don't go away. The program, the NigerDelta ChatRoom Show, will be right back after this minute. In case that you're joining the program, this is the NigerDelta ChatRoom Show, where we talk peace and development in the Niger Delta. Like I did said before, I'm Mitchell Beminatams Okombre, and our major focus on the show is talking peace and development in the Niger Delta. And to do justice on the Niger Delta development and peaceful coexistence, I have the proud son of the Niger Delta, Ambassador Dr. Temisan Louis, is right here to discuss peace and development. Ambassador, you're welcome to the program.
Thank you.
Okay. Quickly, how would you define the term Niger Delta? What does Niger Delta mean to you?
Well, Niger Delta is the name that they call us as a region in the southern part of Nigeria. And of course, we have about 9 states that make up the Niger Delta region.
Okay.
And believe me, Niger Delta is the most wealthy region as far as Nigeria is concerned. Okay. So we that are called Niger Deltans, we are indirectly called the richest persons in Nigeria.
Okay. If I may bring to you now, some people say they are the core Niger Delta state and general Niger Delta state, because to the look of things, some people believe that any state that oil is discovered can be regarded as Niger. Do you believe to that too?
No, I wouldn't agree with that.
Because Sokoto, they say Sokoto has oil now. Kogi has oil now.
Kogi has oil now, yes.
So
I wouldn't agree with that.
Okay.
Like I said when I started, Niger Delta is the name they called us, those of us that are from the southern part of Nigeria.
Southern part of Nigeria.
Kogi, Sokoto, those are not a part of Nigeria.
Okay.
So we that are from the Niger Delta, from the southern part of Nigeria, we're just 9 states, and it's known globally, worldwide, that these 9 states make up the Niger Delta in the southern part of Nigeria.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
Not just an oil producing state.
No.
Okay. So where is your community? Which town are you from?
Precisely, I'm from Delta State, like I said, and I am from 2 local governments in Delta State.
Okay.
We're talking about maternally and paternally. Maternally, I'm from Warri Southwest local government area of the Delta State.
Okay.
Precisely. And the Esclavos region. And I'm also from Okpe local government area of Delta State, paternally.
Okay.
So
basically, if we're going to talk about development, how developed are your communities? Are they developed?
Okay. This is a very broad topic, and most times I don't like speaking about it because I believe our region is underdeveloped.
Okay.
Not because we are supposed to be underdeveloped, but because of the fact that we've not gotten it right in the aspect of leadership. Leadership has to do with knowing what to do at the right time. It's not just about bearing offices, bearing names, bearing titles, without doing what you need to do. And I must tell the truth for free, the Niger Delta is lacking in this aspect.
Okay.
Seriously.
Okay. So what would you say that is the problem of Niger Delta?
Problem of Niger Delta is not far from what I just said now.
Okay.
Lack of leadership. Yes, I will tell you, I will emphasize more on this. There is what they call technical know-how.
Okay.
Now, if the leadership of Niger Delta is deviated from who knows who or party affiliations, give a square peg to a square hole, and not pull a square peg in a round hole. You know that this person is capable of delivering this aspect of leadership. Give him that responsibility, and not say because this person is not in my cadre, then we will not work. So that's the basic thing, the basic problem Niger Delta is facing, leadership. Now, if within Niger Delta states, there are persons that have the technical know-how on how things should be done in the aspect of governance, we can fish them out. In those days, people used to look for persons that are good in their field, and they will go and bring them into politics. You are good in this aspect. Come and help us lead in this area. They bring them into politics. But this time around, no. They only work within what they have to just lead their political circle, which is very, very wrong.
It's very, very wrong.
Yes.
So if I may get you now, are you sure that the Niger Delta governors, are you satisfied with their performance so far in making good use of the 13% in terms of bringing development to the Niger Delta. Are you satisfied? Are they using the money judiciously?
Are we talking about Niger Delta governance from 1999 or
from 1999? Safe.
Okay, I would say that majority of our former governors within this our region, yes, the majority of them have failed us. That doesn't mean few of them have not done well in the aspect of delivering good governance to our people. And for those ones that have actually done well in the past, I must commend them. I wouldn't like to mention names, but I know there are some of our governors that actually done well in the aspect of utilizing the 30% derivative that is accrued to the communities in the Niger Delta producing oil producing communities. Yes, so I won't mention names, just leave it that way.
Okay. How would you assess Delta State in terms of development, comparing to the amount of funds that is being invested from the federal government since 1999?
Okay, I will say this. Delta State is my state, where I'm from, and by the grace of God, I'm a proud Deltan. Yes, since 1999 to date, the leadership meetings have gotten so far, they've done their best. I must say, probably their best weren't good enough, but then they have done their best. And the previous administration that just passed, the immediate past governor of Delta State, that Senator Dr. Ato Ifeanyi did massively well in the aspect of societal development. He did well in his capacity based on his pedigree, what he knows is right to be done for the people. He did that massively, and we're all proud of him for that, yes. And his predecessor, the current governor of the state, Right Honorable Sheriff Owewori, is a man that personally I believe in his capability, his capacity. As you can already see, he's just less than 5 months old in office, and he's doing massively well. You understand that? So everyone has the ability based on.
Okay, let me take you on that. You said everyone has the ability. So now, on Truth to be told, what will Deltans remember Ibori for in terms of development?
Okay, Ibori, as an ex-governor of Delta State, if he should be remembered, yes.
What would you remember him for?
What I would remember Ibori for personally?
In terms of development.
Yes. I will say Ibori did well in the aspect of human capacity development. Yes, he did very well in that regard.
Okay.
Majority of our persons, our leaders we've seen today, they are all prodigies of Chief Jameson Ibori. Yes, in the aspect of human capital development, he did well in that regard.
Okay, now let's fast track to Governor Emmanuel Eweta Oduagha. So what will Deltans remember, especially what will you remember Oduagha for in terms of development?
Dr. Emmanuel Eweta Oduagha. Yes, personally I remember him for his contribution towards education.
Okay.
Yes, towards education and towards health.
Okay.
Yes, he did massively in those two fields, and of course even transportation. Today, many persons are still missing the Oduagha bus. Yes. Those were his legacies that he put in place. Yes, during the Oduagha regime, there are so many things that Deltans benefited for free. Free education, free maternal and child health care and all of that. So those are legacies that he left behind that I can remember him for.
Okay, now what about the just exited governor, Ifeanyi Okowa?
Senator Ato Ifeanyi Okowa.
Yes.
He's a man after my heart. I'll tell you the truth. And not because I'm on national TV, no, but because of the fact that Dr. Ifeanyi Okowa is a man that has the interests of Deltans at heart. Because of that, he ensured all Deltans get dividend of democracy. Now, in the aspect of human capital development, Senator Ato Ifeanyi Okowa scored 100. Because I'm very, very privy, I'm very, very much aware of young Deltans that benefited massively from Oduagha's STEP, YAGEP, and SHIP programs. So many young CEOs and young entrepreneurs are all over the state because of that program.
Okay.
So that is a very wonderful, it's a legacy program. He did that, and I believe the current incumbent will continue from there, just as he has promised us more. So if Ifeanyi Okowa have done massively in that regard, we're expecting more from Sheriff himself.
Okay, I tell you that you're still watching the Niger Delta ChatRoom Show, where we talk peace and development in Niger Delta. And right here with me talking peace and development, I have the proud son of the Niger Delta, Ambassador Dr. Temisan Louis. He is known as the Mayor of Africa and also President and founder of the Mayor Kings Agency and Group. So, let me go back to Mayor Kings. Peradventure, you are one-on-one with the governor, Sheriff Oboro. What would you tell him as a major landmark project that is should to enhance development?
Okay, what I would tell Sheriff in the aspect of development, I don't think I need to tell Sheriff anything, because I believe Sheriff came prepared. Yes, he came prepared. I'm very, very confident. I hit my chest to tell you that Sheriff came prepared. Wanting me to tell him, more like reminding him of what he already has.
Because, you know, why I said governance, when you are in the seat of government as a head, there are a lot of distraction.
Of course.
Because that is why you see that a governor today can approve a project, and the people say, this project is not our pressive project. What do you think is, let's capture Warri. What do you think is the most pressive project in Warri that the governor should institute? Okay,
for example, Warri is an urban area.
Yeah.
And what makes up an urban area is beautification, sites, beautiful locations, bridges, good roads, lighting of the streets and all of that. And these are what the governor, Sheriff, has already started doing. Within four months in office, he has approved 3 flyovers to be constructed in Warri and environs. And of course, he has also instructed that all streets in Warri be light up with street lights and all of that. And these are what we need to have a developed city. And like I told you, I don't need to tell Sheriff what we need to do, because he came prepared.
He came prepared.
From what we have seen already, we already know he came prepared. The least we can do is just to probably remind him in some places that he is neglecting. Like, for example, I would like to remind him now, not telling him, remind him, because I know he knows that the nightlife in Warri, where he's from, is dead. And you need to do something about that. You are bringing up the nightlife back, because this nightlife in this city, it used to be more like an oil well. Because many persons make good income from nightlife business, but since for a while now the nightlife is dead and businesses are suffering. And so he knows. He knows.
I think, let me talk this. The governor said he wants to negotiate the return of the multinational companies. Do you think that the exit of that also affected the nightlife in the state?
Yes, it's true. It affected it massively. Coupled with the COVID-19 that came earlier on in earlier 2020, since then the city has not remained the same. Be that as it may, I still believe the exit of those multinational companies from the state affected the growth of the nightlife as well, because jobs became limited. When there is no money, people don't groove, people don't enjoy. People don't go out. So now that the governor himself is negotiating the return of the multinational companies to the states, it's a laudable initiative, and I must applaud him for that. And I pray he succeeds with that, because I've seen some moves he has done already. So yes.
Now let's go straight to the Niger Delta Ministry. Are you satisfied with the performance of the Niger Delta Ministry and the Ministry of Niger Delta in terms of bringing development to the region? Are you satisfied?
Like I always say, leadership is a problem in Niger Delta. Yes. For the Niger Delta Ministry, I believe they are not functioning well enough. The reason is because I think they are more concerned in satisfying party affiliations more than doing the job that they are being put there to do. It's the simple truth. For example, person like me, I have a project that will submit to the ministry for funding that will have a positive effect in the Niger Delta region. Because I'm not a member of their party or from somebody within their party, they will trash the proposals. We now have proposals written that will affect Niger Delta positively. For example, now we are planning a the Niger Delta Advancement Award and Summit, investment summit, to bring investors to the states, to the different regions within Niger Delta. We've put up something like this in the past, but there wasn't concerns from the ministries of also finance those projects. But then I think I want to believe that the new administration of the presidency, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and the new ministers and the executive of the NDDC that he has just appointed will do something in that regard. What that means that I will have to resubmit those proposals to see what they can do. But then they should stop looking out to satisfy their party people alone. Not everyone are politicians.
So to you now, the ministry is not performing at all?
They are not performing.
And did you see?
Not because they are not satisfying me.
Yes.
Generally, they are not performing.
They're not performing.
Yes. But I just hope this new set of leaders there will perform.
So what's your take on the amnesty?
Oh, amnesty. Amnesty is a program that I'm very, very, very proud of. I'll tell you the truth. It was introduced by our former late President Musa Umaru Yar'Adua. And that project brought about the peace we have in the Niger Delta today. And must applaud that idea he got towards establishing the amnesty project. And I want to encourage the current government of Senator Ahmed Bola Tinubu to continue that legacy. Because the Niger Delta is the energy block of the nation.
All right, people do say that the development of the Niger Delta region is in the hands of the Niger Delta. That the leaders of the Niger Delta are the problems why the Niger Delta is not developed. Do you agree with that?
You are still saying exactly what I said when we started. As the problem of Niger Delta is leadership.
Yes, I just want to clear.
Yes, it's strictly leadership.
The leadership, not the government.
Government is part of it.
No, we have the government.
I'm coming. Yeah, government is part of it. When I say leadership, it comes from the grassroots, community leaders, regional leaders.
Let me fine tune the question so that you can learn very well. The lack of development in Niger Delta, who do we blame? Is it the federal government, the state government, or the community leaders?
Federal government, state government, community leaders. I prefer I blame the community leaders.
Good.
I blame them. The reason is because I'm aware that their budgets, their programs are shining towards these regions for development. Now, if these things are not being done, the community leaders should be held responsible because they are the direct beneficiary of those projects.
Yes.
Now, if a program has been, a project has been awarded in your community, and you as a community leader there, you are supposed to supervise and ensure the implementation of that program, that project. If you don't do that, then it's your fault. A contractor cannot just come to your place, siphon the money for a project and go away and you say nothing. You are the problem. So not the federal government. The main thing is that a program or a project is awarded for your community. Yes. So you as a community, what have you done to make sure it's of its implementation? So you are the problem.
Okay. So what's your fate on Tinubu and the Niger Delta? Do you see a new Niger Delta under Tinubu regime?
Tinubu is just less than 5 months old on seat, and even with that, I'm seeing that he's still giant some focus towards this region based on the appointment that we have seen. Okay, we're getting to the Niger Delta region. So if we give him some time, probably he has the programs that he wants to unleash towards emancipating the life of our people.
So for you now, you believe that there's light at the tunnel for Tinubu regime in Niger Delta?
Tinubu is the president of the federal government of Nigeria, whether me or you like it or not. The best we can do is to give him our support for this next 4 years, so that we can benefit from his administration. So that's just it. So if Tinubu is our new president, so let's give him time. There's still time. He has enough 4 years. This is less than 4-5 months. Okay. So let's give him time to give us.
So that means there's a renewed hope for the Niger Delta.
That is actually his slogan. So
because the president came to overhaul the Niger Delta development, but the leaders of the Niger Delta fought against his overhauling. That he wants to scrabble and the duplication of ministries. They said, no, he should leave them like that. It is our money. Let them waste.
Well, if you say duplication of ministry, I wouldn't want to agree with the
because
president.
he said Ministry of Niger Delta and Niger Delta NDDC, they are the same thing. So he wanted to scrap the ministry, but the Niger Delta leader said no, leave it for us.
Look, I want to say something there.
Okay.
I was trying to say something that if the president is saying that duplication of Ministry of Niger Delta Affairs, NDDC, I will not agree with him. The reason is because NDDC is an agency, is an interventionist agency that was set up to cater for the people of Niger Delta. Now, the Ministry of Niger Delta Affairs is a ministry that was set up to also cater for the people of Niger Delta. You understand, which is called. Now, the NDC is under the Ministry of Niger Delta Affairs. It's an agency under the Ministry of Niger Delta Affairs. Other ministries have different agencies.
Yeah.
So, if the Niger Delta Affairs is being scrapped off, okay, what ministry would the NDC be under now? No, you tell me. You understand that? So,
okay.
The president is wrong in that area. So, the ministry should be there. Let us just give us quality leaders that will pilot the affair of those ministries. That's all.
Okay. All right, I'll tell you that you're still watching the Niger Delta ChatRoom Show, where we talk peace and development in Niger Delta and the Nigerian nation at large. Talking peace and development, I have Ambassador Dr. Temisan Louis. He is the mayor of Africa and president and founder, Mayor King's Agency Group. Now, people would not allow me, let me breathe if I don't ask you this question. As a Niger Delta citizen and youth, what's your take on the recent political power tussle in Rivers State?
Rivers State.
Yeah.
Rivers State is one of the strong states in the Niger Delta region.
Yeah.
And not because the fact that it's more like in the middle of the Niger Delta, because of the kind of leaders they have produced over time. Yes, Rivers State is one state that has enjoyed some quality good leaders. I must tell you, even they themselves argue that I can come to a tussle with them.
Okay.
To say that they have over the time had some good quality leaders compared to other states of the Niger Delta region. Power tussle in Rivers State.
The battle between Wike and Governor Fubara.
Wike and the incumbent current governor.
So what's the take, general view?
Yes, my view is this. I just think that the predecessor, which is the immediate past governor, who is of course current minister of the FCT, should focus on this ministry in FCT and leave the governance of Rivers State for the settlement that is there. I believe the people of Rivers State gave him their mandate. So he should allow him use the mandates given to him by the Rivers people. He can't say he made him to be the governor of this state. No. Nobody makes someone to give power. It comes from God. If it is not God's will for Fubara to become the governor of Rivers State, he won't be there. So Wike shouldn't take the glory of God by saying he made him governor. He should focus on his FCT as the minister of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Let's see Fubara focus on the governance of Rivers State. Thank you.
Okay. All right. I want you to look straight on my camera and quickly, what is your advice to the Niger Delta leaders and also your advice for the Niger Delta youth in fostering development to the region?
Simple. My advice to the Niger Delta leaders is simple. Many of you travel far and wide. You see how things are done in advanced countries. Basic amenities we need to have a well-developed Niger Delta are things that are just something you use to travel, to arrange, to do. So put the people of Niger Delta at heart first. Let their interests come first. You travel abroad, you see things there, come and replicate same in your region. If you do that within the next 4 years, you'll see that Niger Delta will be like the Dubai that you go to and to enjoy yourself. Many places in those places you travel to, the funds they use to make those places the way they are, that makes you love to go there. Niger Delta have that same amount of funds. We can achieve that same thing in Niger Delta only if you, as a leader, you are determined. You have decided to push your heart to say, yes, our people deserve good governance, let's give them good governance. Then Niger Delta will be a better place. Now for our Niger Delta youths, it's simple. My advice for you is simple. Don't look for shortcuts towards success. always follow the process. There is no shortcut to success. Actually, follow the process. Then those of you that like to get involved in politics and leadership, of course, nobody stops you. They'll tell you politics is a dirty game. It's not a dirty game.
Yes.
Get involved in politics. Get involved in governance. This set of leaders we have now, they are getting old. People need to take over from there. That is you, NigerDelta youth. Come, join me. Myself, I'm already in the system. So get involved in governance as NigerDelta youth, please. Don't say the politics is not for you.
Yes.
It is for you.
Okay.
If you are not interested in politics as a NigerDelta youth, politics is interested in you, whether you like it or not. No. Get involved. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Okay, you have heard from the guest himself, Ambassador Dr. Temisan Louis, the Mayor of Africa, President and founder, Mayor King's Agency Group. That has been the show this week. Thank you very much for being on the show despite all your busy schedules.
Thank you very much. Anything NigerDelta, I must be involved.
Okay. All right, I tell you that that has been the show. I remain Mitchell Dow, Bimina Thompson, comrade. Next week, another guest will be on the hot seat to talk peace and development on the Niger Delta. From me to you, give out a peaceful development a smile. And always remember, the Niger Delta is the feeding bottle of the Nigerian nation. Bye-bye.